What's up, everyone? I am Tim Oates on bass, and tonight I'm reviewing the new album by the Deftones, Ohms. Here's the deal. It is late on Thursday night. I'm literally waiting for Ohms to go live, and as soon as it does, I'm going to go and listen to it track by track and give my first impression feedback to you. Because of the turnaround of this, minimal editing, it's going to be just really my first impressions, clip through. I'm not going to include any of the tracks. There'll be no music in this, and that's just because with it literally being released right away, I don't know what the copyright laws are, so I don't want to run into an issue where the video gets blocked. So I'm just not going to include any of the actual songs. So let's go see if those tracks are ready for us to listen to. All right, it's out. Let's dive right in. Okay, so Genesis. Now, obviously, I've heard this song before. It was actually their second release from this album that they, put out to hype up the fans for the album. So I've heard it before. I haven't heard it a ton. It's a good song. It's very much Deftones. It's a great way to open up the album, I think. The Chino's doing something during the verses. There's like a call and response type thing. It's very vocal front. Of course, Chino's voice is amazing. Very unique. It can be a little distracting at times in the verses, but good verses, good choruses. Choruses are, the kind of singable guitar lines behind the harmonies, things like that. It just, it's exactly kind of what you would expect from a Deftones song. All in all, it's a good song. It doesn't blow my socks off, but it's not a bad song. It's a good song. But let's check out the next one, which is Ceremony. All right, Ceremony. That's a good song. That's a really good song. Opens up. It's got this like palm muted, picked out guitar, and then quickly dives into this just groove filled, drum and bass driven verse. The chorus is memorable. The bridge has these dynamic changes that caught me off guard, but like in all the right ways. This is a song I can get excited for. This makes me really excited for the rest of the album. So let's get to the next one, which is Urantia. It's a funny spelling. Urantia. Let's go. All right. Urantia. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway. Good. It's a good song. It's a little formulaic is probably the best way I can put it for a Deftones song. Anyway, right? You've got the weird rhythm pattern, which they love doing. It's got Chino's haunting vocals, which is always a good time, right? Like everyone loves Chino. But the thing is it's when you're listening to this song, you're definitely like, it's a good song and it's got these memorable parts. And then the song's over, and they're not as memorable necessarily as they probably were. And maybe after spinning it a bunch, might change my mind. It's certainly not a song I would skip, right? Like it's a good song. It's just formulaic is the word that comes to mind. But let's dive into the next one, which is Error. Error. This is a fun song. You can hear the 9-string experimentation, right? This is the first album that Stephen Carpenter uses a 9-string, and yeah, you can hear it. Abe comes in with this drum beat that is just it's like, okay, that puts the guitars in perspective, and Yeah, it's just fun. Like this is the sort of song I could definitely like see at a show. You know, kind of that sea of heads just kind of bouncing up and down. Definitely gives you that feeling where you just want to kind of bob your head. Yeah, it's a fun one for sure. The ending definitely changes up a little bit. It kind of transports you through the music, and some great drum fills there at the very end, kind of underneath this space that they create. Good song. I'm a fan. Let's see what the next track has. This is The Spell of Mathematics. Okay, Spell of Mathematics comes in right away. Full band, full vocals. It's interesting. This song, the verses seem to hit harder than like the pre-chorus and the chorus. Honestly, I feel like the pre-chorus kind of drags on a little bit. And the chorus is it's good. It's just a little lackluster. That bridge and outro, super super cool. I mean, it's smooth as butter. Really just showcasing the musicianship in the band, and it kind of finally like starts winding down towards the end. That's where the length of the song comes from. Is this back part. But it's got this super cool bass riff that just winds the song down perfectly underneath these finger slaps, or finger snaps, not slaps. Yeah, it's this is a cool song. All right, we are halfway through the album, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, well, now's the perfect time to take like 2 seconds to just go click that little subscribe button. Like, just go click it. Ring the little bell. That way you get notified when I drop new videos. I'm going to try to do more of these album release videos in the future, so the best way to know when I'm doing those is to get notified. Of course, I do weekly videos as well. But anyway, go subscribe. All right. This next song is Pom Peggy. They got some weird names on this album. Okay, Pom Peggy. So this one opened up with a clean guitar, and then it kind of dove into this verse that it was definitely odd times. You can tell that this song is in 6. I was able to get it worked out where it's in 6, but in typical Deftones fashion, they really play with the accents and the rhythm patterns in such a way that it has like an odd feel, like you don't exactly count it out, or your inclination may not be to count it out exactly as 6. I mean, the song is good. Like I actually did enjoy kind of that feeling of being thrown off balance and then brought back in the chorus. I will say the ending threw me off a little bit because it kind of went in these like C sounds and then this like Pink Floyd-esque keyboard on top of it. That's something I was expecting in the song. I really don't know how I feel about it. But the song overall is good. It's just that last part I was like, oh, it's odd. But yeah. All right. Track 7. This Link is Dead. Dude. That song was dope. I've been hoping to find something on this album that gave me that same feeling I had the first time I heard Diamond Eyes. This Link is Dead, dumb name, but the song is just really good. I mean, like really good. Every single part of it just really hits. I will say that weird keyboard stuff kind of started up front, like it's the transition off of Pom Peggy just working its way into the next track. So I was a little worried for the first second, and then it just hit. And this one so far is hands down my favorite song on the album. I will definitely be spinning this one a lot. All right, let's get to the next one. It's the next one, Radiant City. Let's see if this is a contender to beat out This Link is Dead. Radiant City, here we go. Okay, The back half of this album is picking up steam. Radiant City, that's a fun one. That's another one that I want to see live. It hits you hard right away with this fast, like pulsing bass line. And it's got like three very distinct feelings throughout the song. But it's like they all make sense with each other. It's not forced at all. In fact, it's kind of once you get used to the three feelings that you move through, you almost get to a point where you kind of anticipate the changing. You kind of want the change. The back half of this album is definitely picking up. So we got two more. Next up is Headless. Headless. Okay. Headless. It's a good song. It didn't quite knock my socks off like the last two tracks, but it's one of the stronger songs on the album. It kind of starts out with like the synth, and it creates this build up where you think it's gonna like really come in and punch in the gut, but actually kind of settles down, like really relaxing, almost like you're like riding on a wave. Chorus, it's heavy but smooth, good harmonies. Solid song, good song. Definitely one of the stronger songs on the album. Like I said, it just didn't quite. It wasn't the hitting like the last two songs, but at the same time, it creates a good dynamic balance within the context of the album as a whole. You can't have everything be a complete kick in the face. So, good song. The next one is the title track, Ohms. Now, this one obviously I've listened to a bunch. This one has been playing on the radio a ton, so I am familiar with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a listen now in context with the rest of the album. I'll let you know kind of what my original thoughts were when I first heard it, and then I'll let you know if anything changed. So let's dive into Ohms. All right, so Ohms, good song. When I first heard it, my reaction was, it's a song. It's clearly a Deftones song, nothing special. Of course, being on the radio, it gets played a bunch, so I kept hearing it, and it grew on me. But that's it's the whole point of like radio singles, right? Doesn't matter if you love it up front, it will probably grow on you because you hear it a bunch. I like it a lot more now that I've heard it a bunch, now that I've heard it in context with the album. Totally fits with the album. Makes sense why they closed with it. Makes sense why they put it out as their single, kind of. I mean, I think there's probably better songs on the album, but it's okay. Overall take on the album, really good album. I find it a little slow in the beginning, but it kind of picks up. Like as you progress through the album, it gets better and better. And the back half is just really solid. If you are a Deftones fan, definitely go check it out. It's probably, you're going to have songs that you like. You're going to have songs that you could, take or leave. You're going to have songs that you probably skip every time. It's not a perfect album, but it's a good album. It's solid. It's definitely got some real winners in there. So, all right, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this review. Let me know. Drop some comments. Tell me what your thoughts are. If you've listened to the album, if you agree with my thoughts, if you disagree, whatever's on your mind, put them in the comments. Let me know. If you like this video and you want to see more of these album release reviews, drop a like. Let me know that you're really digging this content, and that will tell me that I need to stay up late more often and review more albums. Give me that feedback, and I will give you more videos. It's a little give and take. It's how this YouTube thing works. You keep making beautiful music, and I will see you in the next video.